Machine pencil cartography. When we discuss orienteering, we are technically striving to become better at a technical discipline called orthotics. The textbook explanation of orthotics is that orthotics represent the topographical study of alignment. When practicing orienteering, there are common mistakes and errors that we must watch out for. One of these common errors that I have learned to correct will involve arriving at the area marked on the map and not being able to spot the control. In one notable scenario, I was playing virtual orienteering, which is an orienteering training simulator, and the control was located somewhere near a boulder field or rock garden. It is notoriously difficult to find the control when it is located near a rock garden because the boulders actually occlude the exact location of the control, resulting in poor visibility. The control might only be visible after the pedestrian is inside of the 5 to 10 meter range. These controls perform significantly poorer in visibility than what would be expected from a control if it were placed in a conspicuously visible location, such as out in a bayou. One skill that I have learned to use to resolve the poorly visible conditions involves reading the control description indicators. These control descriptions were explained by the International Orienteering Federation in the International Specification for Orienteering Maps. It is understood that the poor visibility of the control was caused by the presence of visual obstructions near the control's actual location. For this reason, the control description will involve a representation of this visual obstruction and will give the navigators hints and clues that would help them search for and locate the control's exact location. One common class of control descriptions is the relative position indicator. This indicator will communicate the relative position between the occlusion and the control's location. This relationship will be communicated using the cardinal directions. For example, the control might be located on the north side of the obstruction, except it could equally as well be located on the east, south, or west side of the obstruction, according to our situation. The second example of a control description indicator would be the land depression indicator, where I will demonstrate that the control is located inside of a topographical depression in the land. This indicator will instruct the navigator to expect to find the control near their feet, inside of a small pit, or it might be located inside a ravine or riparian draw. The control point might not be visible until the pedestrian was within 5 meters of the control's exact location. Finally, this is an appropriate time to discuss some of my findings in the topographical study of orthotics. There is a common phrase where a person might say that the control was located inside of the topographical study area, and orthoticians like to use the phrase within Clementini to represent any situation where the control point was located entirely within the topographical study area. The phrase within Clementini also excludes any object that was located with projected continuity across the domain's border. The phrase within Clementini was intentionally designed by an orthotician to represent any situation where inside of the box thinking came especially recommended. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Machine Pencil Cartography, signing out.